We've got baseball for you from U.S. Cellular Field on the south side of Chicago. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago White Sox.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys,
Leading off the
Jose
afternoon
Abreu coming from Cuba,
second baseman,
everybody knew about what he
2.
could do at the plate offensively. But he's also making a name for himself defensively. He's made some incredible highlight reel plays. A manager doesn't need his first baseman to be the greatest defensive player of all time. He just needs him to be reliable. And Abreu is just that.
First pitch, 1-11.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. Sanchez is up with it. A quick out number 1.
Batting second, first baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Standing in, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Hit to first. Taken in by Abreu. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the left fielder number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Engel is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he'll look to build off of his last start where he got the win and only allowed 1 run.
Well, now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Lynn gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
His numbers from last time out? Well, there they are. He picked up a win with 6 strong innings. You wouldn't mind duplicating that performance here.
Adam Engel stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That's a major league curveball there. Well, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Avisail Garcia gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Logan Morrison makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Miguel Sano will be next. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
First delivery to him on the way. Miguel Sano is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Line drive to left. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. Max Kepler is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
First pitch on its way.
That's a strike.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
0-2.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Check swing in the dirt, but he went around in the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance.
Batting 7, shortstop.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Jason Castro is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
2-0 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twin strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jose Abreu strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Lynn's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. One and two now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in, McCaldy, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Number 63.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hot shot on the ground to short. Escobar comes up with it on to first, and there are two down.
Batting sixth, third baseman
Yogi Sanchez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Kepler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at U.S. Cellular on the south side as you get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Byron Buxton Will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Line softly toward the hole, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway. Brian Dozier will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Making the play over there is Abreu for the first out.
First baseman number 7.
And as it's just opening day, we've got plenty more baseball coming up as we take a look at our upcoming schedule. He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You can see here on show motion, he's trying to dance out of the way, but this thing just comes bearing in on him, and he can't quite jump quick enough and gets him right on the foot.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Very important here, with 2 guys on following the hit by pitch. He had to come out and establish the count in his favor, and he did just that.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate.
And these guys hitting 3, 4, 5, they're the ones that are going to have to produce if these guys are going to have any chance of contending this year. He comes through here with a well-struck RBI double.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air. McCaldy ranging into shallow right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, normally you prefer your hitters to be aggressive, but this was a situation where it really cost him. He's got 2 men on base, but he winds up chasing the first pitch out of the zone, pops it straight up.
Miguel Sano comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
In there, no balls and a strike. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Max Kepler stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3:30 sign near the bullpen. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
And this might be a situation where a little time in the video room pays off. They know this is a guy that'll throw that curveball early in the count. So it looked like he was waiting for it, and he'll drive in a run here on the double.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
The 1-2 pitch. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway. And the inning is... Leroy Garcia will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hammers it to deep right field. Kepler racing back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the White Sox are back in it. It's a 3-1 ball game. And how about that? Leroy Garcia has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Kevin Smith is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Batting 9.
Number 30 will get his first cuts here.
30.
Lynn steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
The batter, number
Tim
7,
Anderson will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
You just don't like to get beat on a fastball in that situation. I got to believe he'll go right after him again.
And that's in there for a strike. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Jason Castro is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Avisail Garcia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. In comes set. First pitch on the way. Fastball's too high here. 1-0.
That's a dangerous but well-placed pitch there. Most power hitters are tempted by pitches up in the zone, but that one was so far enough up that he wouldn't have been able to do much with it.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And he'll get back in standing.
Just checking.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
He's running towards second. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
The second for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
The first baseman, number
Jose
79.
Abreu comes to the plate looking to
Abreu.
put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless, he's on his way to an early shower. Number 39 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. And there he goes towards second. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deliver the 1-2.
No.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Scooped up, 1 there, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Boy, that's just
Now
excellent
batting,
concentration right
number
there.
63.
You know, a lot of guys will try to put 1 eye on the bat and 1 eye on the ball, but he was determined to get that lead man, and a good throw gets it done.
Here's the first pitch to him. McCaldy will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Buxton has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Logan Morrison will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9.
Leading off with the Twins,
Miguel Sano
third baseman.
gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit to short. Anderson fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Max Kepler. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set, and the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Eduardo Escobar is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch inside the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Garcia on the move and foul. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Well, that's a very effective pitch right here. Just a little backdoor cut fastball. This thing doesn't have a whole lot of movement, but it has just enough to catch that outside edge for a called 3rd strike.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Sent out to straightaway center field. Engel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the... Adam Engel will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ryan Presley will be the new pitcher.
Number 57, Ryan Presley.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
And this is really one of the few balls he hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Jose Abreu will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
And this is a 2-seam fastball with a little bit of life to it.
Number 63.
They'll often run east to west or vice versa, depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
In now, McCaldy. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Rosario is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.